friends. Welcome to God Focus this morning. The title of today's episode, Be Careful. There's a children's song that should apply to all of God's people today. It says, "Be careful, little eyes, what you see." We are in the middle of an information explosion of evil that has been done right under our noses with our taxpayer dollars. In our quest for understanding, there is a lot that we need to guard our hearts from taking in through our sight. Once you see something, you cannot unsee it. I have a friend that clicked on a video and it was disguised as one thing, but ended up being a video of a man abusing a child. It crushed her spirit for days. She had to pray for several days to shake the evil she felt. This was a few years ago. But I was reminded of her experience recently with all the talk of witchcraft at the Super Bowl. There was at least one woman with a voodoo doll of a player she set the whole game poking it with needles. Some may think that this stuff is not real, but the enemy does have power. The powers of darkness are real, but God's power is much stronger. We need to be careful about what we watch on television and what we open up on social media. These people use clickbait to flaunt their evil. It used to be evil was hidden in dark alleys and secret clubs, and now Satan knows his time is short, and he has it all out there on display for all the world to see. Not everything that you see, even that could be good, is good. That's where God's discernment of his spirit comes in. We have to ask God to show us the truth. Psalms 101, 2 and 3. I will behave myself wisely in a perfect way. O, when wilt thou come unto me? I will walk within my house with a perfect heart. I will set no wicked thing before mine eyes. I hate the work of them that turn aside. It shall not cleave to me. We need to pray over our homes, our children, our pets. Pray over our phones, TVs, and computers that God will protect us from evil. I don't say these things to cause fear, but it is a reminder to be wise and aware of what is going on in this world. Be careful, little ears, what you hear. There is an agenda by evil people in this world to make sure the airwaves are bombarded by music and other forms of so-called entertainment that is full of evil. Their agenda is to see how much of their evil they can spread. They do not even care about people. They care about money. It is their God, and they will do anything to gain more and more of it. Romans 10, 16 through 17. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Esaias saith, Lord, who hath believed our report? So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. People will not always believe our report, but we are obligated to keep telling them, because they will gain faith by hearing the word of God. The word will eventually take root and grow as long as their ground is good. This goes the opposite way also. If we are listening constantly to the wrong things, it will take root in our lives. And suddenly the things that used to bother us, we have grown numb to and will overlook. Just as we need to guard our eyes, we need to guard our ears. Pray for God to tell you the things that he has for you. Speak his word out loud as you read. Hearing his word and understanding it will give you faith and spiritual strength. Which brings me to my next point, the words of our mouth. I often have spoke about how our words have power in our lives. It is easy in a moment of frustration to speak negatively about a situation. With that one sentence, we have undone our prayers because we have to believe and have faith in what we are praying for. Speaking the opposite only serves to void those prayers because we are showing God we do not really believe that he will come through for us. Matthew 12:33 through 37. Either make the tree good and his fruit good, or else make the tree corrupt and his fruit corrupt, for the tree is known by his fruit. O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. A good man out of good treasures of the heart bringeth forth good things, and an evil man out of evil treasures bringeth forth evil things. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give an account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Human beings are naturally negative. We have to train ourselves to not listen to our flesh, but to speak life and the things of God. We need to guard our mouth and make sure that we are saying the things that are words of faith, words that God would have us to say. Never before in any generation of America have we had to fight such evil. It is time we prayed for God to help us set a guard on what we see, hear, and say. Be vigilant. Our enemy Satan is trying to destroy us all, but we will prevail as long as we guard our hearts. God is trying to get his church ready for the harvest. Soon there will be a large amount of people flocking to the house of God. We have to be ready to help them by being in a position that God can use us to not judge them, but to share his love with them all. Take some time today to think about what you see, what you hear, and what you say. If Jesus were in the room, would you be okay with him watching what you watch on TV? Would you be okay with him hearing the music you listen to? Would you be okay with him hearing what you say? Then remind yourself he is in the room because he is everywhere. He only wants what is best for you, and so do I. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be bold, be brave, and keep that God focus. Like, share, and subscribe for more encouragement. Have a wonderful day.